49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
Next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. Fantastic league games played all around the Bay Area. We'll see Campolindo take on Clayton Valley. The Bruce Mahoney game with Sacred Heart Cathedral and St. Ignatius. And Monta Vista battles De La Salle.
Girls Hoops includes Pinewood and San Ramon Valley. Soccer with the boys from Newark Memorial and Moreau Catholic. And the season with Oakland Tech girls basketball continues with one Bulldog player finding her family and the Live Oak soccer player remembering his brother. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with boys basketball in the Oakland League, where league play starts this week. Oakland Tech with an impressive preseason with Ardarius Grayson leading the Bulldogs, averaging 21 points a game.
He's a good one. Fremont features outstanding senior guard Jalen Wheeler, who's averaging 22 points a game. Opening night in the OAL this week.
The Fremont boys taking the court in their brand new gym for the league opener, taking on the defending OAL champs. Oakland Tech with a big defensive play early, a denial from captain Zanmeyer Pletner. That leads to a nice Ahmed Goulet lay-in, Tech on top 4-0. Jalen Wheeler driving through the paint, passes it out to Jabez Rubio, who slams the corner three. The Tigers take the 7-6 lead. But the Bulldogs come stomping back. Check out the distance from Sadiq Alarbash. The sharp shooting sophomore puts Tech up by 6. Tigers down by 3. Rubio in trouble, but somehow gets a perfect feed to Wheeler at the wing, and that 3 ties the game at 18. But that pesky Tech sophomore Sadiq Alarbash hits 4 threes in the second quarter. That one gives Tech back the lead. Wheeler down low to Osmandius Savage, and Savage flushes it. He goes in with 2, but Tech's Ardarius Grayson gets the one-hander after the steal. Oakland Tech leads at the break and scores 29 in the final quarter. Asher Kramer hits back-to-back threes, and Tech starts off OAL play with the 70-51 win over Fremont. Alarbash leading with 21.
Here come the Christopher Cougars, putting their perfect 14-0 record on the line, but this one was all Branham all the time. Gina Shim was a big reason why. Gina with a 3 to start the first. The Cougars double-teaming Quinn Godfrey up top, allowing Kendra Williams to get free down low for 2. Here's Godfrey now passing to the wing for Jaden Obendencio, who hits from 2. Branham up by 8. Again, lots of attention to Godfrey, and that leaves sharp shooting Gina Shim wide open for 3. Gina with 5 threes in the game, 17-6 Branham. More Bruins. Here's Godfrey from the free throw line. Quinn with a 12-point game for the UC Merced commit. The Bruins keep firing, toss it over to Obendencio, who goes to the bank and cashes it in, an 18-point lead. Second half, and Christopher makes a bit of a run. That's Shiloh Vallejos working hard. Casey Carrasco also working hard for the Cougars, driving the baseline and tossing it home. But Branham with a big win. Shim to Obendencio as the Bruins go to 11-1 on the season. Gina Shim with a 17-point game for Branham.
Adrian Soriano here in Hayward as Moreau Catholic takes on Newark Memorial. The Cougars get on the board first. Sean Ronti passes across the goal to Noel Cabrales, and Noel finds the back of the net. 1-0 Newark Memorial. Then later in the half, Nate Medrano kicks it to Sean Ronti. Then Sean delivers a beautiful ball to Ibrahim Ahmed, and Ibra rockets it home. 2-0 Cougars at the half. Second half now, and Ronti once again with the pass to Noel Cabrales, and Noel shoots and scores for his second goal of the game. 3-0 Cougars. Newark still in the attack. Sean Ronte kicks one past the keeper, and the Cougars are rolling. Moreau looking to get on the board late. The PK is saved by Heriberto Bermudez, but Alex Diaz converts the second chance, but not enough as Newark Memorial wins it 4-1. Noel Cabrales' big game is this week's Mattress Firm Peak Performance. The right mattress matters. To reach your peak performance, visit a Mattress Firm store today.
The Reiches Center brings us the Gary Reiches Players of the Week every week, the award based on performances in the previous week's games.
The announcement performed in a rap by our good friends at the Reiches Center. Here are this week's Gary Reiches Players of the Week.
Yeah. 49ers Cal High. Hey, flying down with a flock of Falcons, ready to serve up. Plenty of the steady Betty Terpstra, heavy with the burst of energy that's everything the like mix on display. She's got more than wings that flew for the team soaring through. Falcons 14-2. Woo! As the rain keeps pouring, who's complaining more than the same team's forced in the game? With the name Delaney Doran, the Half Moon Bay Dream, waking them up from snoring. Doran with the 529 scoring, more than Burlingame, cause shorter from the roaring. Cougar at the door with 4 threes to add. Delaney got the stats to translate to a rap. Yeah. 49ers cow high. Gary Wright is players of the week. Trigger deep beats. This is amazing.
D-Line Constructors is a Bay Area leader in demolition, grading, paving, and site utilities. D-Line Constructors digs in with a passion and brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week.
This week's D-Line Constructors defensive play goes to Raphael Steinberger from the Sarah soccer team. Steinberger with a terrific save in the Padres game last week. Raphael Steinberger with this week's D-Line Constructors defensive play of the week.
The Golden State Warriors present the Basketball Coach of the Week every week.
This week we honor Brian Botine from San Ramon Valley. The Wolves had a great win last week to go to 13-3 on the season. Brian Botine, this week's Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week. Coming up, it's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with Campolindo and Clayton Valley.
And girls hoops with two of the Bay Area's very best, Pinewood and San Ramon Valley. As 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
How's the chicken?
Oh, the prawns are delicious.
Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
One prawn, very good.
Did I say chicken wrong?
Tired of people not listening to what you want?
It's truffle season.
That's okay.
Never enough truffles.
How much are they?
It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm good. That.
It's like a priceless piece of art.
Enjoy.
Or when they sell you what they want?
Yeah.
The more we understand you, the better we can help you. That's what U.S. Bank is for.
Huge relief.
Yeah.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
Trevor was born a champion. He knows how to make lemonade from lemons. He also knows that comfort is all year round. So sometimes, when you can't make lemonade, you make hot chocolate. Today, Trevor is proud to be a service champion. He continues to care for clients year-round.
Be prepared for the colder months ahead. Call now for a $48 furnace safety inspection.
High Five Service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Look at that. Did you miss it? There it is again. In the paint, from the logo, at the buzzer. Look at that drip, that form, those moves. Look at them. Look at this town. Look at us.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Service Champions, High Five Service, Champion Attitude, Service Champions. By Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken. By Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
Two of the top teams in the Diablo League battling this week. The 13-3 Campolindo Cougars are coming off an NCS D2 title from last season.
Clayton Valley is coming off an NCS D1 title last season and looking good again this year. It's this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Our Tyler Flipson was there.
We got two undefeated Diablo League teams battling it out tonight. It's the Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles hosting the Campolindo Cougars. Campo running with a hot hand in senior Tim Smith. The 6'5" forward is averaging nearly 10 points per game and shooting 60% from the field. Clayton Valley relies heavily on junior Elijah Perriman. The guard averaging 14.5 points per game and is also lethal on defense with 50 steals on the season. That's more than 3 per game. It's Campolindo and Clayton Valley each looking to stay perfect in league in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Straight into the action we go. Cougars Gavin Rendell in the corner for three, dropping that one in, giving Campo the early lead. 3:30 left in the first. Elijah Perriman says, make that my 51st steal of the season, all alone down the court, and slams it. CV trails 7-4. 1 minute later, Perriman, beyond the arc, shown he can shoot too, splashing this for three, knotting it up 7-7. Final seconds of the first. Cougars, Dylan Mansauer from way beyond the arc, nails it and one. That's a 4-point play. Campo pulling away in the second quarter. Luke Bernardi on the fast break and drops it in. Cougars lead 19-13. 1:40 left before half. CV's James Moore on the steal and nothing but open court ahead, slamming it. Ugly Eagles trail by 7. Second half action now, and here come the Uggs. Justin Underwood in the paint, lays it in and one. CV takes the first lead of the night, 27-26. Cougars take it right back though. Sophomore Peyton Meld showing the moves and touch with that floater and one. It's 31-27 Campo. 1 minute later, Cougars heating up. It's Mansauer with the hard-earned bucket extending the Campo lead. Start of the fourth now. It's Ren Marchetti to the bucket and drawing the foul. Campolindo up 38-29, but CV rallies back, trailing by 6. Jacob Gentry in the corner splashes it with nothing but net with 3 minutes left in the fourth. 1 minute later, Uggs trailing by just one. Moore to the contested bucket and gets it to go to take the lead, 45-44. Just seconds left, CV with the chance to ice this one. Gentry in the corner for three, bouncing and in, taking a 4-point lead over Campo. And for the cherry on top of this huge win, it's Perriman slamming it down to seal the game, and the fans storm the court. Clayton Valley with a monstrous come-from-behind win, taking down Campolindo, staying undefeated in the league. I caught up with Perriman after his big game.
Just keep learning how to win, you know? Every game is a learning experience for us, you know? We build it, and hopefully we come back with that state championship.
In Concord with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Tyler Flipson, 49ers, Cal High Sports.
Sophia Bose and San Ramon Valley ready to take on Pinewood. Nikon Stus on the call. Early on, Bose kicks out to Avery Knapp. Knapp drives, fights through some contact. That's good, and one. Sierra Chambers to Bose, and Sophia hits the jab step, then the fadeaway hook shot, and it's 18-8 San Ramon Valley after one. Pinewood trying to keep it close, but Bose intercepts the pass, and no one can catch the senior as she finishes it off the backboard. SRV expands the lead to 31-16 at half. Pinewood digging away at the deficit. Caitlin Kramer flies past the defenders and lays it up and in. Then Jolyn Ding says, let me give that a shot. Takes her defender on ISO and wins the matchup. Pinewood down 9 after 3. SRV stays on the pedal in the fourth. The first shot doesn't fall, but Knapp grabs the rebound and puts it up and in, landing on the hardwood, but drawing the foul. Pinewood would bring it within 7, but it was too little too late as SRV improves to 16-1 on the season.
Service Champions Heating and Air Conditioning helps us honor students who perform well on the field while doing great work around campus.
This week's Service Champion Student Spotlight is Asante Johnson from the Salesian boys basketball team. Asante is making sweet music on the court for the Pride this season. When Asante's off the hardwood, he's heavily involved with the school's band, playing the drums with his friends and classmates. Asante Johnson is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
Delta Dental presents Smiles for Scholars. Each week we honor a team where every athlete is doing well in the classroom.
This week we honor the girls basketball team from Archbishop Mitty. The #1 team in the nation has an incredible 3.9 team GPA.
Very impressive. The San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. This week's Boys Soccer Player of the Week is Rafael Steinberger. Sarah's junior keeper was great in the net for the Padres in their win last week.
The girls player of the week is Amaya Cabrales from Newark Memorial. Amaya with this go-ahead goal for the Cougars to take home the win in a match last week. Coming up, back to the Diablo League where Alhambra and Benicia take the court.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
From the beginning, West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, West works for me.
West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
West Credit Union, let us work for you today, tomorrow, together.
Jerry Rice, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
Be prepared for the cold weather ahead. Service Champions is offering a special $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
We're the Live Oak Acorns, and you're watching
49ers Cow High Sports,
presented by U.S. Bank.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium. Benicia is led by outstanding senior guards Kenneth Brown and Dominic Dennis. The Panthers off to a 2-0 start in league.
Alhambra was also 2-0 to start this week with Samuel Gillespie leading the scoring for the Bulldogs at 17 points a game. The Bulldogs and Panthers at Benicia this week.
The Benicia cheer squad is ready for this Diablo League showdown between Benicia and Alhambra. Check this out. Samuel Gillespie creating separation. Pulls up for three. Splash. What a thing of beauty. But Benicia responds. Brandon Earl finds Kenny Brown in the corner. And the senior buries the trifecta for 3 of his 15 points. Back and forth we go. Here's Gio Albert knifing his way to the cup and gets to the go for 2 of his 12 points. Time winding down in the first, Dominic Dennis gets open and lays it in before the buzzer sounds. 23-11 Panthers after 1. More Benicia in the second. Jack Den, AEK pulling up from the top of the key, and the bank is open. 37-20 Panthers at the half. And Benicia would run away with this one. AEK lobs a pass inside to Aiden Thompson for the easy finish. The Panthers were crashing the boards from start to finish. Jensen Alfred gets the offensive board, draws the foul, and you can count the basket. Benicia rolls past Alhambra, winning 68-47.
The St. Francis Lancers making the short trip to San Jose as they take on Mitty. The Monarchs looking to get on the board first. Jordan Geis kicks it inside the box. The ball finds Kiki Vostermans, who tries one from short range, but Sophie Detling comes up with the save. St. Francis on the attack now. Charlotte Kohler trying to find someone in the box, but Elizabeth Bray gobbles up the ball. No score at the half. Second half now, and Sophie McCarthy delivers a beautiful through ball to Charlotte Kohler, and Charlotte shoots and scores for the goal as the Lancers take a 1-0 lead. But the Monarchs strike back. Jordan Geis fires one past the keeper and into the net for the equalizer as Mitty and St. Francis finish the game tied at 1 as both teams remain at the top of the West Catholic League standings.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of a Live Oak soccer star playing for his brother.
Robert, Aubrey, sometimes you just have to live through the worst parts of life, so you never take the best parts for granted. Tanner Holman learned this the hard way. If it weren't for Tanner's brother, Tanner wouldn't be the person he is now.
It's just like any other soccer match for Live Oak's Tanner Holman. Another day for this amazing athlete to master his craft on the pitch.
So I was probably about 4 or 5 when I started playing soccer. My mom and my aunt both played all through high school, and he played at a pretty high level. And so once I got to the age of playing, they were like, let's put him in soccer. And so I played at a super small club, and then I kind of worked my way up and pretty much fell in love with the game. The most important on defense is what was.
As a young boy, Tanner's developed a special bond with many of his teammates and coaches. However, the one person who always motivated this hungry athlete is his brother Shane, who's just 16 months younger than Tanner.
My brother is my biggest motivator. He's always pushing me, and he still does. since we were kids. He's always just kind of been there, always my biggest support.
Playing sports, going boating, riding motorcycles. Since they're so close in age, they were, pretty much twins. So they've always done everything together.
But on August 2nd, 2022, a summer trip to Rollins Lake turned into a tragedy.
Shane and some friends were out jet skiing, just, having the time of their life. And unfortunately, there's a tragic accident. A friend of his, their two jet skis collided.
I got a phone call and my dad was very frantically kind of saying, your brother's been in an accident and he's at the hospital and I'm not gonna be able to come get you. So my grandpa came down and stayed with me for a little bit and then the conversation ended.
Shane passed away just 2 days after the incident. He was 13 years old.
School started pretty right after it, and so it was new for me. I was still kind of learning how to live without him, and coming home to him without him each day was very difficult.
Tanner and his family continue to push through the adversity. It's a different chapter in their lives. This tight-knit family continues to honor Shane in any way possible.
It's also made us very closer as a family to kind of overcome it and come together and keep his spirit alive, and we found ourselves doing a lot of things for him. We'll have a conversation about him every day, or talk about him, the memories we had and things that he made us laugh with.
Honestly, Tanner is the one that's been keeping us going. Every day is hard, but him playing 3 sports has been a great distraction for our family.
When Tanner is on the soccer field, this tremendous sophomore will always play his heart out while honoring his brother.
I just kind of put my head down in school and sports to just do my best for him, and that's kind of my goal.
Juggling sports and the support of his family and teammates has helped Tanner Holman adjust to the loss of his loving brother.
So keep in mind, shortly after the incident, Tanner was playing football at the time, and the community came together and had sweatshirts while the football team had stickers on the back of their helmets, all support for Tanner and his family.
Yeah, that Live Oak community is a wonderful place.
Strong, yeah.
All right, Moreau West Credit Union brings us their honor for teachers every week.
Here's Neftali Perez Lopez talking about his favorite teacher, Andrew Wilkie.
My favorite teacher right here in Richmond, I think, is Mr. Wilkie. He's a great person. He's like Renee. He helps me a lot. He's more than a teacher for me.
Coming up, the red-hot Cupertino Pioneers taking on league rival Monta Vista.
And later, we continue our series this season with Oakland Tech girls basketball and Meet the Player, finding her family with the Bulldogs.
Be prepared for the cold weather ahead. Service Champions is offering a special $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
When you sleep on the right mattress, it makes everything clear.
I know exactly where my passport is. The right mattress matters.
We'll find yours. It only happens once. It's literally in the name. It's Mattress Firm's once-a-year sale and clearance. Don't miss it. Save up to 60% on Sealy and get a free adjustable base. Mattress Firm.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
Party time!
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, taking care of our guests one at a time. By DJDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Schwab Learning Center, your success is our mission. By the Riker Center, got goals? And by Sharks Ice, official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda.
The Cupertino Pioneers come into this week with a sparkling 13-1 record with senior guard Soham Nigojar leading the team, averaging 15 points a game.
Tino taking on the 8-5 Monta Vista Matadors this week. The Mats feature Jake Nakamura, the son of the team's head coach and grandson of legendary Berkeley's girl coach Jean Nakamura. A big game in the El Camino division Thursday night.
The Monta Vista cheerleaders rooting on their boys, but Cupertino would take control early. Yuma Yoshimochi over to Trent Jordan, who fades away and banks it in. The Matadors trying to stay close as Ruchir Banerjee nails the three right there. But Cupertino playing very well this year. Nice passing as Max Lynn fires down low to Jordan, and the senior finishes. Mortino as Max Felden sends it out to Yoshimochi, and these Pioneers can shoot. It's an 8-point early lead. Yoshimochi. Mortino and toss it out to Jason Shee, and Shee for three, and the Pioneers are on their way. Monta Vista trying to get back in it. Here's Jake Nakamura, and Naka knocks down the triple. Second half now, and here's the Pioneers' leading scorer, Soham Nigojkar. Soham with a 10-point third quarter to help Tino extend its lead. Here's Nigojkar again. Another three for the sharpshooting senior. And now a nice dish down low here from Yoshimochi to Max Felden, and Cupertino goes to 15-1 on the season with a big win. The Pioneers now 4-0 in league.
The Palo Alto Vikings getting all fired up as they get set to battle St. Francis at Sharks Ice Arena. First period, Zach Iden passes it to Michael London. Check out this goal. Going with the backhand. Well done. Palo Alto looking for the equalizer late in the first. Sam Janik fires a shot. Francisco Chan makes a great save, but Emmett Coombs is there for the rebound and scores. All tied at 1 after 1. Second period, Janik skates around a defender, takes a shot, and goes top shelf to give the Vikings a 2-1 lead. Back and forth we go. Breakaway opportunity for St. Francis. Here's a shot that gets saved, but Darrell Lee is there for the finish. All tied at 2 after 2. So we go to the third. St. Francis with a 5-on-3 man advantage. It's Zach Phillips to Lee. Back to Phillips, and the captain goes glove side for the power play goal. 3-2 St. Francis. Just over 2 minutes left in regulation. Vikings looking for the equalizer, putting shots on net. Janik tracks the puck and is there for the finish. All tied at 3. Time winding down. St. Francis has a chance to win the game. Zach Iden is there at the right place at the right time, scoring the game-winning goal. St. Francis goes on to beat Palo Alto 4-3, and Zach Iden is our Sharks Ice Hockey Player of the Week. 1 goal and 1 assist in the victory.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek at our end of the season awards banquet.
This week's volunteer is Daniel Min from the King's Academy. Daniel volunteers his time with his local Daysong Presbyterian Church. This past winter break, Daniel spent some time out in Nicaragua teaching kids fun activities such as volleyball. Daniel tells us what it means to give back.
Well, it's a very big blessing. I love helping people out, and I wish to give new opportunities to kids who are less fortunate and let them have fun. And I think it's a very big blessing, and I always like those kind of experiences, and I strive to do more for the community.
Gallo Salami helps us spotlight top athletes who are among the top recruits in the nation. This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Reardon star forward Zion Sensley. Zion committed to play at St. Mary's College in Moraga next season.
Coming up, we continue our season-long series, The Season with Oakland Tech girls basketball.
And later, our Crumble Cookies game of the week as Monta Vista battles De La Salle. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
For students with ADHD or dyslexia, it helps to incorporate movement and physical breaks into your studying. Use the time to stretch, walk, or do quick exercises to rejuvenate your focus. If possible, try studying while standing or use a treadmill desk to keep your body active. Remember, with the right strategies and support, you can excel academically.
Tonight, we continue our series, The Season with Oakland Tech girls basketball.
This week marks the start of the Oakland Athletic League season. The team opens up league at Fremont High School's brand new gym, and we feature one Lady Bulldog's journey to Oakland after a tough early start to her life. The Season with Oakland Tech girls basketball is brought to you by Family First Clothing Company. One brand, one family.
Let's go, let's turn it up. Can't be stopped, I hit my shot, go in. Swish, you wish you could stop this, but you gon' miss. That's the way it ends up, that's the way we level up. Let's go, let's turn it up.
Finish it! Tuesday night at Oakland Tech, the team prepares for its first Oakland Athletic League game.
Come on, come on, come on!
Salam Richardson is a sophomore guard. This will be her first OAL game on varsity.
Look, it's a mismatch!
I played for Leroy's Ballas. I played for his AAU team, and I loved it so much. He kind of convinced me to come here. Basketball-wise, it couldn't be a better group. Like, I love everyone.
Oh, perfect.
She really brings this silent kindness to our team, but on the court, when she starts unleashing threes and scoring and being confident, she's a whole nother player.
She's very resilient, and she was always very adaptable, and she's my daughter. She's my angel. I just love her to pieces, you know.
Salam's mom, Carol Sue, adopted Salam when she was 16 months old from an orphanage in Ethiopia.
When I was born, I was given the name Salamowit. It means peaceful one. And then when I was adopted by my mom, she liked the name, but also wanted to have my own first name. And so my first name's Martina, so it's Martina Salamowit. But I just go by Salam.
I did want to be a mom very, very much, more than anything. I wanted to have a little daughter, and after about a year and a half of paperwork and signing up for stuff, they say, do you want to be this child's parent? And I said, yes.
Over tens of thousands of Ethiopians live in the Bay Area, many residing in the city of Oakland. Salam grew up attending Ethiopian dance classes, but she says she'd like to embrace more of her Ethiopian side. But still, Salam does know a little information about her birth parents.
My dad passed away before I was born due to malaria. And then I'm not really quite sure exactly what happened to my mom, but also malaria, sickness, and complications due to birth also didn't help, because I was born in a very remote area.
Growing up looking so much different from her mom, the mother and daughter say Salam's adoption was always an open topic of conversation in their house.
I was always like socially aware, because like everyone would like point it out, like, oh, your mom's white, like, is your dad black? No, I'm just adopted. I have just a mom. It didn't really bother me.
We talked about it all the time from the very beginning, because it's better to do that. Got to acknowledge reality and be prepared to honor my child's experiences as she goes through the world. They're going to be different from mine, and they're going to be different when we walk through the world together. It's a trigger for some people to see us together. I've had people come up to me in the grocery store and give me advice on her hair. African American women who thought I needed to do her hair this way and that way, and were very, very concerned about her well-being, but the hair was often a focus.
Since I came to Tech, I have to admit I have met a lot more black people. I feel like I've like fit in more with people here. Where I've ended up, luckily, is like the best place I could have, because like it's Oakland Tech. Like, I'm just happy to be here.
Do you feel lucky to have been adopted by your mom?
Oh yeah, because I know there's so many kids that were in my position that just haven't had the opportunities I've gotten to have, ended up in worse situations. I'm in California, like what more can I ask for?
She was unlucky, but she was lucky too, and it's a crazy world, and here we are together, and I love her to pieces, and she's gonna do a lot of good things. She already has done a lot of good things.
I made it.
Fremont High School is the site of Tech's OAL opener.
I am a shooter. Ain't nobody beat me.
In the first, Thierry Russell feeds a driving Marticia Pollard. Marticia lays it in, and Tech creates some big separation early. Zanea Clemens up the baseline, hits the reverse, 17-0 Tech. Jordan Taylor at the wing, passes over the top to freshman Anaya Santos Redmond. Anaya kisses it off the glass. Both freshmen getting lots of minutes in this one. Watch out for Naila Davis spinning her way through the paint, getting the floater to go. The bench loving that play. We are still in the first half. Tech up 31-1. Tiana Huff off the steal gets the lay-in. Then it's Zanai Williams dropping in the three ball. 54-4 Tech at the break. Salam making the most of her minutes. This Zanea Clemens 3 gives her a season high of 12 points, and Salam at her sweet spot at the wing swishes it. Salam with a team high 15 in the blowout win over Fremont. 5 threes for the sophomore as Tech wins big to go to 1-0 in league play.
Yes, girl.
So Tech starts league play with a win. Just a sophomore, Salam hopes to make a big impact on the team. Coming off the bench, she has some great minutes already in her first season on varsity.
Fantastic. Doing well so far. All right, the Harker School helps us honor scholar athletes each week. This week's Harker Scholar athlete is Isaiah Wong from Dublin High School. The star basketball player is also a star in the classroom with a 4.2 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Just days after the start of the new year, Harker alums joined the girls water polo team and the boys soccer team for some friendly competition at the upper school campus. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is the play showing the same kind of grit and determination exemplified by all of the folks at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work play goes to Ryder Bush from Reardon. Ryder with an impressive block in the Crusaders' win last week. Ryder Bush doing the dirty work, just like our good folks at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, our Crumble Cookies game of the week. It's Monta Vista and De La Salle.
And the girls from Irvington take on James Logan as 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, rolls along.
Come on, boys. Bow your heads. Dear God, we come to you to say thanks. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for our community, love, and prosperity. But above all, God, help us to never forget to keep the family first. Amen.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain.
Hi, ladies. Alex from U.S. Bank. Can she help?
How about a comprehensive point-of-sale system that can track inventory, manage schedules,
And customize orders?
That's what U.S. Bank Business Essentials is for. What about a new oven? Can U.S. Bank help us there?
We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes. That would be a big help.
Huge.
Jumbo. Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Want to make $186,000 a year, serving a community that wants you. The San Jose Police Department is hiring. Choose from over 50 specialty assignments like K-9 officer, helicopter pilot, or crime scene investigator. If you have the drive to serve, We will teach you the rest. Apply today at joinsjpd.com.
Jerry Rice, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret: dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
This week's Crumble Cookies Game of the Week features two of the top teams in the Bay Area. De La Salle is ranked number 2 in our poll with a 13-3 record, playing a very tough preseason schedule.
The Spartans enter league play as a favorite to win the East Bay League, but this is a talented league with Monta Vista also playing very well with a 15-1 record coming into this game. It's our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, and our Jake Vanderbrook has more on the matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, East Bay League basketball is back. You never know what to expect. Anything could happen. We got a good one for you in Concord as De La Salle takes on Monta Vista. For the Spartans, watch out for the big man, 6'6" forward, Alec Blair. He's getting a lot of attention from D1 schools for both basketball and baseball. A phenomenal dual sport athlete. And for Monta Vista, Lamente Solatai is on our radar. The senior guard is a terrific shooter. We saw him in action a few weeks ago where he led the Mustangs in a come-from-behind victory over Bellarmine. It's Monta Vista and De La Salle in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. The Mustangs are pushing the tempo as Daniel Kujikaru finds Corbin Knight for the easy lay-in. On the other end, Arshawn Selke feeds a pass to Braddock Chelsvig for the bucket. Yes, you heard me correctly, Chelsvig. The transfer from Christopher last year. More Spartans. Leo Ricketts finds Blair inside and let the beast go to work. And check out the finish. We see you, Blair. Then the junior swings a pass to Selke for 3. Splash! 11 points for the senior. 18-12 Spartans after 1. Second quarter, Mustangs shifting into third gear in transition, but they reached a dead end. Blair with a vicious block. That looked like a volleyball spike. But watch this, final seconds of the half. Ryan Lee gets the rebound, gives it to Kujikaru, heaves up a prayer, and banks it in from way beyond half court. What a shot! 35-24 Spartans at the half. Kujikaru is a baller, and he's going to deliver when it's needed most for Mustang Country. Here he draws the foul and count the bucket. 24 points for the senior, but De La Salle would cruise its way to the finish line. Blair drawing the pump fakes, great footwork. That's going to lead you to the cup. And then check out this no-look dime to David Balogun, and David slams it down. De La Salle begins league play with a dub, beating Monta Vista 65-54. Alec Blair leading the way with 22 points.
Keep getting better, never get satisfied. I think it's very, very easy to get satisfied. I think we won like 10, 11 straight in a row. I felt that, we kind of sagged off a little bit, ended up going down to SoCal. We dropped 2 games. We're just going to continue to get better and continue to learn how to mesh with these guys, and I think that sky's the limit with this team, so. I'm excited. It's going to be a good night. Promise you that.
In Concord, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers, Cal High Sports.
Tyler Flipson checking in for some Mission Valley League action. The 10-3 James Logan Colts hosting the 10-3 Irvington Vikings. Vikings come out strong. Lauren Trend beyond the arc and splashes that one. Irvington leads 5-2. Logan looking to narrow the gap. Looking for the layup, but it's denied by Vikings Naz Hasazada saying, get that out of here. Colts answer though. Mamoka Johnson wide open beyond the arc for 3, and the freshman cashes that one in. Logan trails 12-8 end of the first. Late in the second now. Colts Kalen Oldham in the corner contested, but it's no problem. That one rims out and back in for 3, cutting the Vikings lead to just 1. Seconds later, Irvington's Maya Campali says, I've got range too. The junior splashes a 3 of her own. It's 25-21, Vikings into the half. Early in the fourth quarter now, Colts Sierra Gallardo on the fast break goes for the contested lay-in and 1, making it 37-33 Irvington. Colts defense stepping up big. Savannah Griffin with the steal. It then finds Johnson and the freshman all alone lays it in. Colts trail by just 3. Final 3 minutes of the fourth. Kimura Kong in the paint, the jumper, and gets it to fall, making it 40-39 Vikings lead. but the Vikings put their foot on the gas from there. Mariah Abdusami, the mid-range jumper, goes, and after a few free throws later, Irvington hangs on and goes to win it 48-41. The Vikings staying undefeated in the Mission Valley League, improving to 2-0.
The Kings Academy is off to a great start to the boys basketball season.
The boys meeting Jake Vanderbrook at the Rikus Center this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for human enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the boys basketball team from the Kings Academy. Make some noise! All right, so we're going to start off with Xavier Barnett. So Xavier is averaging just over 14 points per game while shooting over 50% from the field. Xavier, talk about what's it like being a sophomore and playing such a huge role for this team.
First of all, I want to say I'm honored. I feel like I take a big role in this team, but at the same time, I can't do it without my juniors and my seniors on these teams, so I appreciate that. Really encouraging me to be the best player I can be.
Absolutely. Another player who is averaging just over 14 points a game while shooting over 50% from the field is Caleb Huey. So Caleb, you just wrapped up non-league play. You guys went 8-4. So talk about what are those expectations now as you are heading towards league play?
As we go into league, I think the most important thing for us is that we need to play as a team. And I think if we play as a team, like, we can beat any team if we put our mind to it.
Appreciate that. Thank you. And finally, I'm going to make my way over to Bryce Sherman. So, Bryce, I interviewed you last year, and that go-to playlist at the time was T Swift. Yeah. Is it still T Swift?
Well, that didn't go over well with the coaches and the team. So now that I bring the speaker, I just play Drake and Kendrick Lamar, like those players. But, I mean, that's not me personally, but I just do it for the team now.
Talk about the bond with this team and what it means to be with this group.
Oh, yeah. I've been under Coach Bradford for 3 years, and I mean, it's like the best 3 years I could have asked for. He's like a great coach. The team's always been supportive and funny, and I don't know, I love the transfer to Kings, and I love being here. So.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Now, take us out with a break.
Nice on three. 1, 2, 3. Nice!
Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, honoring Spirit teams all around the Bay Area.
Here is the dance team from St. Ignatius. Coming up, the Bruce Mahoney game between rivals St. Ignatius and Sacred Heart Cathedral.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 basketball poll. The Bruce Mahoney game for boys basketball this year could decide who keeps this trophy for the entire season. The SI Wildcats won the football and volleyball game, so a win in the boys basketball game would give the Wildcats the trophy.
A Sacred Heart Cathedral win in this game would mean the girls' hoops game could decide it all. The boys playing at USF Tuesday night.
The Wildcat and Fightin' Irish student sections fired up for the Bruce Mahoney game at USF's War Memorial Gym. Into the action, Vince Crisp with a crisp pass to Marcus Bass, and Marcus Bass finds some cash, tied at 5 early. Then Bass blasted past the defenders to Sebastian Fisher with a nice backdoor cut lay-in. 11-7 Wildcats after 1. Crisp drives, fires out to Sebastian, and Fisher finds nothing but net. Sacred Heart Cathedral looking to bring it within 5, but the first shot gets blocked by Crisp, and oh my God, stop it! Vince Crisp blocks both shots, 16-9 SI. Still in the first half, Jack Kennedy pokes it away, recovered by Frederick Purnell, who sees nothing but green, drives, hits the spin move, and finishes it beautifully off the glass. Fightin' Irish trail 28-17 at half. Jump ahead to the end of the third quarter. 10 seconds to go. Jonah Gurin to Corey Wong in the corner. Cash it to end the quarter. Wildcats lead 49-31 into the fourth. Final minutes of the game. Bass with another dot, this time to Raymond Whitley, who waits patiently trying to draw the foul, and he does exactly that. The bucket goes. Then Bass to Whitley to find Vince Crisp for the alley-oop as St. Ignatius completes the sweep for the 2023-24 Bruce Mahoney Trophy. Adrian Soriano here in Fremont as Kennedy takes on Moreau Catholic. Let's start off the highlights with a bang. Kareem Jackson Jr. dishes to Cole Loud, and Cole slams it home with 2 hands. Then it's Jalen Arnold over to Cole Loud, and once again Cole throws down the 2-handed jam. Kennedy answers back as Adrian Velasquez passes to Will Dorsey, and Will drills his shot from 3-point land. But the Mariners were firing on all cylinders early on as Andrew Placido gets the steal. Then Andrew goes all the way to the hoop for 2. 22-9 Moreau Catholic after 1. Second quarter now, and Miles Moore finds a wide open Jalen Thomas, and Jalen shoots and scores from deep. 34-20 Mariners at the half. The Mariners just continuing to make it rain in the second half. Jackson Jr. over to Jalen Arnold in the corner, and Jalen hits his shot for 3. Then it's Jaden Red kicking it out to Arnold, and Jalen makes a splash again from downtown as Moreau Catholic wins big to go to 7-7 on the season, 4-0 in the Mission Valley League.
Bernardi Zarata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Jeff Steinberg from Pioneer High School. Jeff is a former Booster Club president and has worked as PA announcer for football for 20 years and basketball for the past 10 years. And he's a really nice guy. Jeff Steinberg, this week's hometown hero, presented by Bernardi Zarata.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy play. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy play goes to
the Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles defeating Campolindo to stay undefeated in the Diablo League. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
I'm Andrew Villa at the Rikus Center. Today's training tip is an explosive step up. Matthias is going to have 1 foot on the box. He's going to jump as high as he can and land right back in the same position. What we're trying to improve here is just that explosiveness, right? As you can see, I also have him strapped down to increase the resistance and kind of throw him off balance, but you don't need that. Jumping as high as he can, make sure he swings that off knee up, swings the arms. You can swing both arms same time if you're playing volleyball, or if you're treating this more for sprinting, you can go with arm swing like you're running.
We announce the Service by Medallion play of the week to end every show.
We will show you some top contenders, then announce this week's Service by Medallion play of the week.
Play of the week.
We only have time for one play, so here it is. It's Monta Vista's Daniel Kojikara with the full court buzzer beater. One more time, Daniel Kojikara with the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the story of the Richmond soccer player and his travels to become part of the Richmond Brotherhood. We'll see you then.
I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back every Sunday night.
And watch us every Sunday night at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.